Yes, good morning and welcome back to the Celtic Unrestricted View Coffee Club. It's myself, JP, and joining me this morning, two of my good pals, we Sean Maloney and Paddy McCourt. How are we, boys?
Fantastic.
All good, mate. All good.
I was going to say, don't know how to talk at a man time now.
It's too early in the morning, mate. This is the early shift, mate.
Early shift,
We're all just waiting up.
I've got a few things to do that'll hopefully make me up as we go, boys. Don't you worry. Well, as I said, lads, it's a match day 4 in the UEFA Champions League. And Celtic take on Athletico Madrid. Alan, I'll start with you this morning, mate. Hope you're feeling well this morning, mate. I hope you're not too tired and you're ready to go, mate. And what's your take on the night's game, mate?
I think we said a couple of weeks ago that it's going to be a massively difficult game. Especially, I thought we were at our top level at home and we got the 2-each draw. Maybe deserved a touch more, but I think it's going to be even more difficult that we're away in Madrid. So it's a really tough ask, but obviously if we're wanting to do anything in the group, if we want to come third or second, kind of taking points for tonight's a must, but it's a tall order considering the kind of quality of side that we're going to be facing. But let's be positive and confident, and as we seen a few weeks ago, we can, when we play at our best, we can kind of match them. So here's hope we can play at our top level tonight and see where that gets us.
Yeah, Ryan, I think what Alan touches on there in terms of the level that we reached, I think we saw a bit of a hangover domestically after that, mate. And I think we saw the tempo and the energy that we had to put into that game. It did sort of take its toll on some of the players. I'm glad, obviously, minus Hatate, we've still managed to keep almost a clean bill of health for the guys that have all contributed up to date, mate. And I'm really looking forward to the game tonight. But what's your take on the game itself tonight, mate?
Similar to Alan, JP, I'm not naive enough to know that they did show a glimpse of what they can do against us, and that was us playing at probably the best we can maybe play at the moment. So transfer that to them being at home, us not been very good away from home. It's probably if you look from the outside and you're not a Celtic fan, if you're a neutral football fan or any football fan, you probably think it's going to be quite ominous for Celtic tonight, to be honest with you, if you're not a Celtic fan. So we've got to go there with confidence, knowing that the home game, that, in my opinion, I walked away thinking, how did we not win that game? And I didn't think beforehand that we were going to be as good as that. And they were good in spells, but I was more in awe of Morata and Griezmann, how they were playing off the ball, not really on the ball. I think on the ball, parts of the game they weren't great, but they came away from Celtic Park with a draw, mate. And I think the longer you seen the game going, it was kind of the result they were kind of just happy to sit with, because they were kind of wasting time and not really going for the jugular. So I think it was different tonight, mate. I think they'll come out all guns blazing to try and get an early goal. And I think that's one thing we can't concede early, JP, because for me, Celtic, for years since I've been a Celtic fan, mate, well, since I've been kind of old enough to really realise football with Celtic, but always to see the early goals and away from home in Europe. So early goals just before half time, just it's four parts of the game that always kills us. The start, the end of the first half, the start of the second half, and the end. We always see goals then. For some reason, that's just when it kills us. And I just hope we start the game defensively solid, and that breeds forward, mate, onto the game. So I'm confident we'll put a good performance. Result-wise, I'm not going to predict in terms of if we'll get a victory, or I just want us to put a performance in, mate, and then let the performance do that side of it. So I'm confident we'll put a performance in. And like you say, in terms of the domestic-wise, I think it did affect us, because I think we did try to go all out to get a victory. Obviously, the rest of the guys at the weekend, O'Reilly, he should be fine with a wee bit of freshness. Palmer didn't play the full game. Kyle didn't play the full game. Alistair Johnson didn't play the full game as well. Ralston played, so some freshness into the teammates. So hopefully that'll benefit us for the next game.
Yeah, a couple of wee comments coming in, and Jem on the YouTube. Morning, guys. Good morning, Ange. Hope you're well. Paul Cook joining us. Morning, JP, Alan, and Ryan. Come on, you boys in green. Absolutely, Paul. And Ange M says that Celtic have already proved, guys, that they can go toe-to-toe with Athletico Madrid. Although, admittedly, it would be more of a challenge away from home. I think we've spoke about that in terms of their dark arts and stuff like that, and what they're all about. John Shirley, I think he's trying to say there that Celtic have already went away to Madrid and, and done that in 1967, etc. Obviously, John, a different era now, I reckon. Totally different in terms of footballing era. What a remarkable achievement it was to do it away back then, because of everyone in the team were all Scottish, all local lads from in and around Glasgow, apart from one lad that was from Ayrshire. So yeah, totally remarkable there. And as I say, I think tonight, lads, personally myself, I think Celtic have, I'll agree with Ange M, I think Celtic have showed that they can already compete with them. I think they're very slow to back, lads. I think we can hurt them drastically in there. I think if we pick up some pockets early doors and we start getting the ball into guys like Luis Palma, Maeda, Kyogo, and get them running at their back three. I think it was the last time when they played us at Celtic Park. Sort of back three with two on bomb and wing backs. But I don't know if the boy Gallan will be anywhere to be seen in that stadium tonight. I heard he retired after the doing he took off Maeda at Celtic Park. He was hooked at half time at Celtic Park, and then he was taken off. So I think Simeone was a bit annoyed with him because he just couldn't get near Maeda and couldn't lace his drinks that night. So hopefully more of the same for the wee man. I think if we can go and play with a bit of freedom tonight, I think that tonight, lads, is a bit of a free hit for us in terms of our squad know that if they don't win this game, then they're out. So, and they'll probably not have any European football till after Christmas. So I think there's already a wee bit of pressure taken off us there, Alan, in terms of we can go and express ourselves. I think there's a bit more pressure on them because ultimately I think they're going to have to open up, and that might kind of eat into our hands. I do think we've got the beating of them. I'm being honest. I do think we have the beating of them in terms of footballing. I know they've got one or two individuals that can open you up with the iron and needle stuff, and and quite rightly so. These guys are quality, but I'm a great believer in what Brendan says previously. You don't have to be the best team to get the best results, and I think if you've got everybody in your team working hard and working in unison, then I think you can only stand us in good stead for a good performance tonight and potentially that victory that probably none of us are expecting, Alan.
I think we all need to we're all under the realisation that they're obviously a better side than us. We need to play at our top level, and we need them to be kind of off it slightly if we're going to draw or win, especially over there. But funny things have happened. There's been stranger results in football, so I think we need to concentrate on the aspects of our game that we can put upon them. I think it's massive that we're extremely disciplined tonight. We don't give away any daft mistakes, any daft fouls, bookings, early bookings especially, and obviously with the final game still in mind with kind of potential red cards as well, we kind of make it harder for ourselves. But I agree with you as well, JP. There will be spaces at points because of how slow their defence is. So we need to pick the points and make sure that we're clinical during the times. We're not going to get great. I wouldn't surmise that we'll get a great deal of opportunities. Probably looking into the game tonight, they'll probably have the majority of the opportunities, being at their home patch, I would say. But when we do get our opportunities, we need to take them. I think that's the only way we can get something out of the game. We need to be kind of disciplined at the back and midfield going forward, but we need to be absolutely clinical at the other end of the park and make sure if any opportunities arise that whoever comes upon them, whether that's kind of Maida, Kyogo or Palmer, we need to make sure that that's in the back of the net and we make the most of any opportunities.
Yeah, I would agree with that, mate. I think, like I says, I've always said this at that level, Ryan. I think you need to be clinical, mate. When you get chances, sometimes they are far and few between in this competition. And when you get them, mate, that becomes then a test to your so-called big players. You know, guys like Palmer, Kyogo, Matt O'Reilly, even Callum McGregor, Maeda. So there's certain areas in the field, mate, that I think we need to be bang on tonight to give us an opportunity to get any sort of result. And if we do, I'll go back to it. I think we do have a chance because of how slow they are at the back. We've got pace in abundance, and people know when you're up against a guy with blistering pace and you're not that fast, it's probably your worst fear because you don't want to then be left in a 1-on-1 situation where he makes you make a decision in what you're going to do with the ball, and he makes you make a decision as to whether you're going to dive in or, you know, jockey him and then try and see him the other way. Or so I really do think tonight's going to be key in certain elements, mate, especially in the final third.
I think that the key for me is, like Alan says, is we've got to stay defensively solid, no give anything away early doors. But for me, I think if Cal McGregor plays well, then we will play well. He's got to be on it tonight. The last county was a bit better, but the two games previous to the game against Madrid, after that, he wasn't up to standard. His, like I said last night, but he's allowed a game or two, in my opinion, to not be at his point because he's that good and he's been that consistent for years. But tonight's where he's got to be in control of what he's doing, and I think if he's no matter who we play against, if he's in control of the game or he controls his position, we're a far better team and it gets us in a better light. So I think McGregor's got to be on it tonight. I'm agreeing with you again, the two just about the midfield battle, but I just think defensively, if we're solid defensively, then it breeds confidence for the team. If you know that defensively we're going to be sound, that can get you up the park. So, because we all know that they need to win this game as well. By the way, like, they're no qualified as it stands. Nobody's qualified yet. This group's, if we can get a draw at this, and then you go and you beat Feyenoord or you win the two games, you're in the mix. You're still qualified, depending on the result. So it's no. A draw's no beat the. It's no absolutely we've drew, or if we win it's phenomenal. But I just think it's about no giving them any rope, JP. Because I do feel that if we give them early confidence, mate, I think their tails will be up. I think it's 70,000 fans, and you don't want to see it early. But on our point of view, we can definitely hurt them. And I'm going to agree with Paul. I don't know if Paul watched last night, but I did say about Palmer playing 10 role. Away from home, I don't know about away from home, Paul, because I feel that if we play feet to back defensively, I don't feel we're good enough defensively to play feet to back personally against a team of this quality. I think we'll get took apart if I'm being honest with you.
We did it at Celtic Park, didn't we?
Aye, but I mean away from home though. I think at home you've got the advantage because it's your stadium. You've got your fans, and you're not having to. I think it's more for me, JP. At home, you're going to get more chances probably. Away from home, you've got to be clinical. You've got to take. We might get one chance tonight, and we've got to take it. So I can see what Paul's saying, and I think definitely maybe against lesser opposition away from home, I think you can maybe do it. But definitely at Celtic Park against anybody, I think we could do it. Obviously at Europe, I think you would need to play with the 5 though defensively. You can play with the 3, but when you're defending, you would need to pull the 2 wingers in to help you, the 2 fullbacks, be it wing or fullback. So, but no, I'm trying to not be negative, JP, but I'm just It's just our away record, mate. Away from home, it's got to change sometime. I'm hoping that's tonight, but I'm never confident with us away from home, mate, no matter who we're playing against. It could be Bratislava, it could be, I don't know, it could be any European team away from home, mate. I'm not confident. And
we all know what happened the last time we played Bratislava away from home,
That's what I mean. So we've went away from home against teams, mate, that shouldn't be near us, i.e. teams like Molde, Copenhagen, or A teams, and they've beat us, or they've put in games where they've drew, and we've come away really, really disappointed. So,
like in Redhams.
There you go. But again, that was. But again, I think for me, that's a game that I'm going to. That's a
the
game.
Bratislava one was Stratton's first game, and so it's the same, really, wasn't it?
But I do agree we're more than able to compete with them. It's well known we're good enough to go win the game. That would be the players on the night and how we can exploit their defensive aspects. Because for me, I do think they're slow. Been at the game myself 2 weeks ago. 10 days ago. It was defensively they weren't great, especially doing the fullbacks. I think it was Hermosa and the other guy, the other winger. He's a torrid time with Maeda. Galad, that's him. So if you do that again, listen, they'll be fearful. Our players don't think they're going to be thinking, "Oh, we just got to turn up and win."
No,
I think they had a bit of respect for us after that game because how good we were. So I'm just hoping for a good performance, JP. Then if we get a result, then I'll be happy. I just don't come out the game with a bit of a sore taste in my mouth. I don't want us to go and get beat 3-4-0 and we're not in the game and we've been took apart. I don't want that. I want us to put a performance in and hopefully we'll get a result. But I do feel, I don't know what you feel, JP, but I do feel that if McGregor plays well, then it gives us a bigger chance of playing well, because if he's not getting the ball away or he's no losing the battle, then I think it helps us going forward, especially. But defensively, it'll help us massively.
Yeah. Alan, what would you want to add to that, mate?
I'm just shocked you didn't say something there, that somebody put a start lineup with it Palma in it.
No,
I thought you would have been right on that.
That's all right. I'm going to come to that, don't worry. I'm going to come to that, don't worry.
No, I just kind of reiterate what I says, and a lot of what Ryan says. It's got to be a tall order. We're under the illusion. Top side. We need to try our best. Hopefully, Brendan's small tactics, whatever he can think of, can work. We can get in. We did show at home that we were. Take that at a new level. For Shane Duffy to a Welsh singer. No, we're showing when we play at a top level that we can give these teams kind of challenges as well. Like we scored 2 goals against them, wasn't it? That's no kind of all good luck. We did put in a great performance. So as I said, especially being away from home compared to a couple of weeks ago, I think we need to be we're top level, and hopefully we can exploit some of the spaces that we do get, because I think with them being at home and attacking us, I think they'll attack us a fair deal more than they did at the home leg. So obviously with them attacking, that does kind of create spaces in behind. So hopefully we can exploit the spaces and again kind of take the most to any opportunity that arises.
There's one thing for you back in, JP. I've said it, I think, every single European podcast. One thing we can't do is rush things. See this with Joe Hart, rushing goal kicks, rushing things to get out early doors, and we're rushing shy. We need to see if we've got a goal kick. Take the 10 seconds, 12 seconds, it's like 30 seconds these days, the rules don't matter anymore. Take your time. The referee's only book you in the first few minutes or in the first half. We need to eke every bit of mind games, every advantage we can. See, we're taking shies, take your time. You don't need to rush. Corner kicks, take your time. Because I think for me, I understand, JP, why, I don't want to say they're brainwashed, that's just what's in the DNA of this club now. Everything's quick and attacking and intense and get everything done quickly. When you go and play these European teams, see if you watch like we did Atletico, Barcelona, Valencia, all these teams in the past, what do? Italian teams, they take their time. They roll about, oh, my leg, physio, come on. That's all these wee nasty, dirty side of experienced teams, experienced side of the game that they do, that we don't do. We've never done it. I was trying to tell you the last time we actually done it and it actually helped us. I'm not saying it's going to help you, but
It's not going to happen tonight, I think.
Well, but that's what I'm saying, but we should. We can't go away from home in Madrid and do everything all Russian because we're going to get took apart. See if we're Russian goal kicks and we're Russian shies and people might think I'm talking out my baloney here, right? But in football, these wee things matter. Small things like that do come and help you. So if it means take your time at goal kicks and no, see if it's the 15 minutes to go and we're nothing each, I'll tell you right now, I guarantee you Joe Hart's rushing a goal kick to go and get a goal.
We're most likely going to be under the cosh. Most likely going to be under the cosh. So I agree with you now. No, I'm saying the whole game we should do it.
See if you're nothing each with 15 minutes to go. I am happy to take a 0-0. Take your time. Do not rush anything. See, even 10 minutes into the game, take your time because they do it.
What is
all these teams do it. So I don't know if it's just me thinking that it's going to help us, but I think it will. Every European game, we rush everything like that. Just take your time, man.
Look at it in the other spectrum, like St Johnstone, right? St Johnstone played us at the start of the season, right? They break up play at every opportunity to slow us down, to take us out of rhythm. Now, we are playing a team that's under the illusions that they're at a higher level than us. So we maybe need to play the wee tricks on these teams to try and gain a beneficial result.
That's
so
just
whether
not
that
how Brendan sets up, man, it's just not going to happen.
I know
what you're saying, but
maybe we need to be smart about it.
For me, it's naive. Anne's done it. Roger's done it. We've never done it, but for me, that's naive as a manager. You've got to look at. That's what I'm saying. I know we've got a model, we've got a structure, we've got a philosophy, we've got a we've got all this. But sometimes to win football games, you need to break out that. You can't just listen. Like, how many European games have we went away from home and we've done the exact same thing and it's not worked? I'm not saying this is going to win his games, but you need to break in some capacity to stop these teams get momentum. See, it shies. If it means taking an extra 5 seconds, it stops them from getting the ball. See if we've got the ball or we're taking our time, they can't score. So the longer you've got the ball, the longer you're doing things to stop the momentum. See if we get a foul, take an extra 5 seconds, go down, hold in your hammy. Oh, come on. I know it may get added on at the end of the game, but it stops and breaks. And I don't think, even Scotland, JP, against them across the water, we don't do stuff like that. I don't think, I know it's not one of your DNA as a club, but I think it's got to change because you can't keep rushing things because it does come back to haunt you, in my opinion.
Look at 11 years ago today, by the way. Is that a good omen?
I just
19% possession.
That's true,
I just don't think they've got... I don't think Celtic are going to do that, lads. I really don't. I don't think that's the way Celtic play. Celtic play a fast-paced intensity game. Plunge just talked about keeping it tight. That's not Celtic's philosophy. Celtic don't sit in. They don't sit behind it. Why would you coach a team for years to play attack-minded football to then you're going to go in there and sit in? Why?
But it's not working, so you need to change it in some capacity.
It's going to work. It's going to work. You need to keep believing it's going to work.
I know, but
it might not be working now, but it's going to work, mate. But like I've said to you before, it doesn't matter. We need to take hits, Ryan. You're building something that's going to be sustainable through
how many hits do we need to keep getting though? That's what
we need to keep going, mate, till we've been in it. We need to win Europe consecutively, mate.
I get what you're saying, but
and once we're used to, Ryan, but the problem is, mate, we're not tested at that level domestically, right? So that's the issue.
No, totally,
when we come out of there, that's why we're top dogs here, because when we come out of there, we've got that intensity in us. That's why we can get through the gears against teams like Ross County, and you're bringing on these subs and they go and change the game. Why? Because you've got that level to go.
No, but the thing that I'm saying
is nothing to do with competing.
The thing that I'm saying is nothing to do with the levels. It's about using your brain and using your smartness. But why do I know the manager tells you?
I'm a wrong guy to ask, mate. You'd need to ask Brendan Rodgers as to
I know the managers tell you, right? He's probably telling the players, but I know you've got to do what the manager tells you. But you're your own player as well. You're on the park. You need to gauge what's happening. See if you think that they'll get momentum here. They didn't need a rub for each. use your mind. I done it personally. I done it.
I just don't think that's how our
I'm
squad's
not
built,
putting
mate. I
it-
really don't.
You might be right, JP, but I think we need to find a way to win. And we're under
No,
the
but
illusion they're a better side, so we need to find a different way to beat them. They're better
But
players.
Brendan plays an attacking sense of football, mate. He's no then going to go, do you know what, tonight? See what I've tried to coach you for months. We're just going to go against that now. We'll play the
No,
long
it's
ball,
no.
we'll play it
I'm
high,
no.
we'll
No,
try and
No, I'm not
no,
saying
that bad,
That's
No.
what's going to happen, lads.
aye, slight wee changes that makes it.
No, I'm no mentioning
Aye.
about the style of play. All I'm saying is, see when we get shies, take your time. When you've got goal kicks, take your time. If you get a free
Get what
kick,
you're saying.
but why? I totally get it's in the DNA to do everything quick, right? But I've seen it against Madrid at Celtic Park. I've seen it against Lazio. 5 minutes to go and Joe Hart's. What? We're winning a game and Joe Hart's rushing. Come on, man! You're an experienced goalkeeper. You played with top teams. You played under top managers. Use your brain. Why? But why is it only us out there? I've watched Team Europe all the time. Even Man City, all these teams. They all take their time when they're winning or they're even drawn. But why do we go away from home or even at Celtic Park and everything's get the ball to park, get the ball to park.
That's the way we play, mate. It's 100 mile an hour.
But you've
That's the
got,
way we play.
but then is that not them being smart enough?
A lot of that's got to be muscle memory as well. And for the way Ange had the team, no, we never stop. We go, Hannah, gung ho, fit.
No, I get 100%.
A lot of that's got to be muscle memory, and that, see when you've had 2 years of that, Ryan, that's hard to bring out of the team altogether. It's hard to say, stop doing that. We're going to do this now.
No, I'm not even talking about.
If I was in the team, I'd be like that.
I'm happy with the way they're playing. I'm just talking about the dark arts of the especially European side. We've no go to inners.
But that isn't a dark art, just taking your time.
But it is,
shy.
It's an advantage, though. You see all these
but you would only take your time. You would only take your time if you're winning.
I would do it all the time.
Against these top teams, if the game was still not in each, listen, the objective of the game is to go and score goals. It's to win the game. So why would you want to take your time at nothing each?
Because
because you're away from home.
I would.
That's mental, man. That is mental. Absolutely mental.
It's no, though. It's no mental.
The object is to go and score goals.
But your object is to lose the game.
Objects to get points.
Exactly. And how do you do that? By outscoring the team you're playing against.
Oh, everybody slap their holler for a point tonight. I agree with both.
A point's not good enough for us.
It still keeps you in Europe.
Still a good result. You're playing against a team be all right that most people out with Celtic fans probably think they're going to whip us 3 or 4-0, right? They're no well odds on the bookies for nothing, right? They've got better players. We need to find a different way to beat them. We go back 11 years with the Barcelona game. It was 19% possession. Was it 3 shots and goal or something silly like that? But we found a way to win. And I agree that Celtic's in the DNA to play that type of football, but would you like to kind of mix it up a touch so that we gain points in Europe?
I totally get what JP's saying.
I would rather go and attack teams, and if you go attack teams, you get beat, and fair enough, but at least you're going to play that. You're playing the right way, guys.
Go and play, but there can be slight adjustments. I'm not saying a total overhaul of how we play.
The slight adjustment away from home will be tonight. We're not going to be as offensive as what we are at home under Brendan. We will sit in and wait on the counter. And then when we do counter, guys like Palma, Maeda, Kyogo will be there at the spearhead of that to take us up the pitch.
But I kind of agree with some aspects.
He's going to go defensively.
I don't see that.
No, I don't see that. I don't want him changing. I don't want him changing how we're playing. All I'm saying is there's times where you go gung-ho and there's times where you rush things and there's times where you just take 5 or 10 seconds to regroup. That's what I'm not saying to change. I want us to go attacking. I want us to go gung-ho, go and attack these things. But see when you use your brain, right, okay, right, say there's half an hour, right, they're really going to tap us, you know. Take 5 seconds. I know it might be 5-10 seconds, but it stokes the momentum of play. This is what I feel we don't do. It's wee things like that. If you get a foul, roll about for 10 seconds. Get the guy on. But we don't do that. I know it might look stupid. It might look like you're diving. But see if it stokes that momentum, then do it. I played with teams. I done it myself when I played. If I get touched, referee, come on. Because I might not be the best player, I was intelligent. I knew how to sort the game I play. These guys are playing at a top level, and in my opinion, it's criminal that we've got guys who are just rushing things all the time. Doesn't matter if you're winning games or you're losing. When you're losing, want to go quicker, get it quicker. But see if you're maybe enough for each with 10 minutes to go or 5 minutes to go, just settle down. Me personally, I'm very, very happy with a point tonight. Doesn't matter if we get absolutely trounced, I'll take a draw. Doesn't matter if it's a 7-7 draw or 0-0 draw. I'm happy getting out there where I might not benefit is going forward in the group stages, but to go away from home and at home and get 2 results half of them, for me, I think it definitely helps you going forward as
It's an achievement.
Ryan, I think we will have our fair share of the ball tonight. I really do, because they're not a team that are going to. They're not going to. In my opinion, they don't play through teams. They don't kind of play through. They've got 1 or 2 individuals who can, but as a collective, they don't.
Aye, John.
They don't play through teams. They don't sort of, you know. They don't do it. They just don't play through teams. So I think personally we'll have our own fair share of possession. It's then what we do with that possession that counts. So Plunge has talked about having a low block. Brendan will never set up with that. Never in a month of Sundays. Not in your Nelly. Because he's never done it yet in his managerial career. What he will do is potentially set up with a mid-block, so that when we're in transition, we're then ready to go. But they'll have the ball as much as we will. But the problem we gave them the last time is when they've got the ball, our players are fast. Their players are slow and they're pedestrian and they want 2 and 3 touches before they're moving the ball on. They're not going to get away with that tonight. And I predicted it the last time. And I said I thought one of the players would get sent off. I'm also thinking the same tonight because of just the way we play and that we've got speed all over our team. We've got legs in abundance all over our team. And they're going to struggle with that, lads. There'll be periods in this game tonight where they'll be like, here we go. And it'll be them that's sitting in, no us. So we will get chances. It's up to the boys to take their chances tonight. And their chances. And that's what I think we're learning now. You know, last season was the major problem there is we weren't scoring goals. You know, so I think the learning curve there this season was Kyogo's scoring goals now. You know, we've seen Palma score goals. So we're getting, but you know, goals are coming for other areas of the team. Matt O'Reilly's well involved with these goals. He's setting up the goals and stuff, picking up areas. In my opinion, Matt O'Reilly schooled their midfield at Celtic Park. Boy Koki and Sal getting nowhere near him. And you're talking about guys who have played at the top level for a long, long time. So I really do think that we will have the ball for long periods of time, Alan. It's then up to what we do with the ball when we've got it that's going to be key, in my opinion, mate.
Aye, no, I hope you're right. I hope we have got it for long stages of the game. I'd like us to be slightly more disciplined because I'm fed up, as Ryan mentioned before, I'm fed up getting into these games away from home and then you lose the early goal or 2 and then everything's a massive kind of uphill battle from men. So I'd like to see us kind of build ourselves into the game, settle it down a bit for maybe the first half hour and then see where the ground lies and then go from there. I don't want to be going in at half time. It's like 2 or 3-0. We've seen that before in the past with away games. I'd like to kind of build ourselves, keep ourselves disciplined.
Score that much the first half.
I know. I'll be dancing about the street, aye. I'll be saying
dancing in the moonlight, everybody.
I really be weary how much we open up. I know it's Celtic's way of playing, but they've got players that can punish you. They have got players. They've got top level players that can really punish you. And we just a bit weary. I'd like to go in, just show a bit of respect. But when we get to the levels up the park, then we need to be ruthless as well. But I'd like to keep the game close so that we can maybe nick something. But as I say, I've seen it too many times away from home with Celtic European games. Like we lose a goal the first 3 minutes and all that, and you're like, oh no, this again. So I personally, I'd like to see us kind of be a bit more disciplined for the first kind of half an hour, try and keep it tight, and then kind of build for there, so that we've got the best opportunity, a result. But we're not talking about this here, but obviously Brendan's a man that's getting paid the big bucks for tactics and knowing how to manage he's an elite level manager, as we spoke about before. So he's the guy that makes the decisions. So we're trusting in him, and I'm quietly confident that we can put in a good performance tonight, and hopefully that follows with some points.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get where you're coming from there, Alan. I really do. But in my opinion, I think Brendan will set up the same way. I think he'll try and attack them in periods of this game tonight. You know, where maybe other managers like Craig Levein would maybe not even play a striker, as we've seen that with Scotland when he went away from home against Czech Republic. But I think you need to realise what we've got there in terms of management and coaches and stuff, because you know you could have a right negative approach to tonight and still get battered, regardless of the way you set up. I don't think it's down to the way you set up. I think it's how you perform as a team. I think Ryan touching on the game a fortnight ago it would be a fortnight tomorrow. I think that the team have, in my opinion, they came on leaps and bounds that night and showed another level that they can go to and get to. I think they surprised most of us, because I think a lot of us getting into Celtic Park that night, we're thinking, we're worried if we keep the score down here. Thinking about guys like Griezmann, as you said, Morata, boys of that, ilk. And it was us that kind of stole the show. Guys like Matt O'Reilly, Kyogo, Palmer. So for me, I was Liam Scales as well. Played at a very top level again. And I've said it before about Big Scales. I don't think he'll go to a more hostile environment than he did go to Ibrox, with no fans, no Celtic fans in the building whatsoever. At least tonight we're going to have fans there, and so again, a big testament to where he's went in his career, and he's come on leaps and bounds for us just now. But I just think, mate, I'm feeling positive about tonight, mate. I really am. I think, like you've said before, mate, and I think we've said it plenty of times on here, the tide has got to turn eventually. You're performing at a very good level, and there's only so many times, mate, that you're going to play well and not get anything from it. And if you keep doing it, and you keep banging that drum, eventually, mate, there's going to be a breakthrough.
I kind of, like Anne James said as well, I want us to kind of shut up a few people, i.e. the media, radio stations, pundits and whatever else, because it's always they're sitting with our headlines expecting us to get beat. I guarantee you, they're already sitting with a copy made up at night. Morata kills Celtic dreams, or Griezmann dazzles through whatever. They're sitting with all our headlines. So I want us to. It's going to come eventually. When that is the night, is it 4 years' time? Is it Lazio away? Whatever. It's going to come sometime. I just want us to go.
I've got my wee Palmer one at the ready, or no, so don't worry about that.
I just want us to kind of shut a few people up. I think we did against Madrid. I think a lot of people realise that this team can play football. And again, I'm going to agree with. And Punch was saying playing a low block. I'm being honest with you, Punch, people might think I'm negative, but until we start winning games in Europe, I don't think we can say we're good enough to defend a low block in Europe. We've not got the players, in my opinion. It's not in our system to do that. I know that people might say why you mention them, but I kind of want us to be, in a certain degree, like them across the water day in Europe, right? They defend, or they can defend, and they've done it and they go to a final, right? They might have not done much attacking wise, but But how can we not do that? I think we can't do it because it's not in our DNA. It's not in our culture to buy defensive players and do low blocks and plus we're better players. They are better as a group to defend. I think we're better as a group attacking wise.
But I thought you were going to say you wanted us to get beat with Limassol
as
well.
No. Hi, that no. No, I'm just using that as an example. Other teams defend better than us. Europe. We, in my opinion, plunge have not got the capabilities as it stands, in my opinion, and we've not got the players to go and play a low block away from home in Europe. I don't think we've got it in us because these teams all break us apart, in my opinion, if we do that. I think you need to stick to what you're good at, and that's the high intensity and stuff like that. I think you need to stick to that, but with wee tweaks defensively. Liam Scales, again, he's proved me wrong at the moment. I'm still not going to sit here right now and say, wow, he's long term. Like I say, guys like Palma, etc. See if these guys are still playing at the level at Christmas time and they're still in the team, then I'll go, do you know what? Right, okay, prove me wrong. He's that's him. He's got a bit I know at the time now, and they're off skate and Laggy Bielka will need to really, and Phillips will need to really start playing well in training, or when they play well, they'll need to take their chance because the boy Scales has been remarkable. He has. I don't think anybody, I know you did mention JP that he could be a good player for us, but I don't think anybody could fathom how good he's been. I don't think anybody could, how he's reading the ball, he's covering for players, he's been phenomenal, and that's a massive congratulations to the manager for realising how good he is, and it's how good he's took upon him to be the player he is. So, but all in all, I don't think we can play defensively because I don't think we've got it in us as a team. I think we are already built to go and attack, but like you say, JP, we will have a lot of the ball and maybe a lot of the game. I think we might have spells of the game, maybe 3 or 4 minutes at a time when we've got the ball. But when you've got the ball, you then need to use it wisely and you need to keep the ball. Because we've seen it with Feyenoord. I know Hatate, we singing phrases, but he was getting the ball away. McGregor against Hibs and all, getting the ball away. I know it's not a European game, but we need to keep the ball. If we've got the ball, they can't score. So if we keep the ball and we use it wisely, then you'll get joy with it. But I'm not even off to know that if they're at a pump, then we're going to find it very, very hard. And it's down to us to find a way to stop that. Again, if you listen, we kind of did stop them in the first game. I know they scored the 2 goals, but Griezmann, Morata, if you stop them, then in my opinion, you kind of stop them because they're the only guys that really score goals all the time from. They're the only guys that really create a lot of things. They are quite defensive minded in terms of their midfield. But listen, they're very, very good players, high level elite players. They've got an elite manager. So have we, yes, granted. But these guys have been there and done it. I just hope a good performance, JP. I'm not going to sit here and say score lines, or I'm not going to sit and say we're going to win the game. I just want us to put a good show. I do believe that we're definitely building something. And I do feel that if we do get even a draw here, for me is a massive result for us. I'm just happy to go there, get a result, and it keep obviously depending on results in the other game. Potentially, it still keeps you in Europe. So again, I don't want to be negative, JP, but I don't want us to go and get battered. I hope it has learned. Well, I don't know if it was John that says it or Joe. I think it has learned for the game in Barcelona because I'm sure he went with 2 wingers in Sinclair. Was it Forrest or Roberts away from home?
PSG.
PSG, sorry. And Barcelona as well. They get scudded at home in Barcelona.
What part of Spain you from, mate? PSG?
I'm from Postal Park, mate.
Next to Copenhagen, just in Norway there. You know?
I just think if we keep it tight early stage, if we keep it tight early stages, then it's going to bode well and be confidence. But I'm not even off to know, JP, that if they turn up, then we're in for a very, very hard night. But if we turn up, we're at least going to compete with them. So as long as we compete, JP, as long as we can take a game, take it to them, then I'll be happy. Just put a good performance in, mate, and hopefully it's a night where we can get a result. Because just remember, we played Lazio when we won a few years ago. I think it was actually this day a few years ago as well. We beat Lazio. Lazio were near the top of the league in Serie A. They were flying, and we went to Lazio and we done very, very well, and we won the game. So it can be done. can happen. But you've got to remember as well, they just came off, I think they gave 3-0 or 2-0 against Las Palmas. So you're kind of meeting them at a wrong time because they're going to be right up. Listen, we can't get beat off Celtic here. Because let's be fair, if they get beat off Thursday night, by the way, they'll be laughing stock. They will. They'll be.
Well, they got to do it for no beating as the last time. They got an absolute down in the Spanish press. So
listen, I just want us to put a performance in. I want us to be strong defensively, and when we do get a chance, we take it. It will be a big night for Kyogo again. I know he scored against Athletico Madrid. I think we've only scored 3 goals, haven't we? 2 against Madrid, 1 at Lazio. 2 goals in 3 games. It's no great, really. I know we're more clinical than last year, but it's no great. We're conceding too many goals still. So I know it's Michael and stuff, mate, but if you don't concede, then we'll have a better chance of obviously scoring goals. So we can't keep having to score 2-3 goals away from home or even at home to win football games. We need to try and keep it tight. So, last bit for me in the game, mate. I just want us to keep it tight, put a performance in, and just the best of luck to the boys tonight.
God, I wish I'd have made a coffee there. I needed one after that, Alan.
That's me. That's me. On you go. Fire away.
We should have took Ben and how long that we took.
I know.
Put all the wee numbers on that top bowler.
If it gets all the right details, then listen, it gets all the right details in the.
Don't think Anne James going to be popular with some of the panel here.
Forrest isn't playing, and just don't forget about it. He's not playing.
I can't see Forrest playing.
If he plays, I'm getting the bleach shoot. I'm not watching the game.
I reckon
I'm only kidding.
We're going to the teams.
I think
we're going to the teams, but I think there's only one position that's kind of up there. I think there's one position in midfield. We don't kind of take guesses. I think the rest of the team kind of picks itself, apart from any curveballs. I don't know what you guys think about. Well, looking on and that.
Yeah, well, obviously we've got some team lineups here in a minute, but just more about Ryan was saying. I think you're spot on, Ryan. I think obviously if we go away from home and we show again that we can compete, and as Anne James comments says, I listened to McGregor talking about the beliefs there now, and it's about building on that now, and if they go there with that confidence, knowing that they've already had joy against this team, know where they can hurt them, and not to be so naive defensively and stuff, then we give ourselves a great chance, lads. We really, really do. I mean, for me, the game's there. And the game's there, as you said, Ryan, Las Palmas beat them 3-0. So it's definitely there. We can really hurt them if we're on fire. And I just told them the same as you, lads. I just hope this is a night that we can actually do it. Is that song?
Let's all rejoice and get mad with I was singing that. I said,
I was wondering if it was too early for that or no, but
it's past the watershed there the doors, mate. It's allowed a beer now.
We've got a couple of wee lineups that we have predicted ourselves. I'll put the first one up. I don't know whose this is. I think this is yours, Ryan.
Aye.
So, Ryan, you've went for Joe Hart, Alistair Johnson, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Liam Scales, Greg Taylor, Callum McGregor, Odin Holm, Matt O'Reilly, Dyson Maeda, Wiki Ogo, and Luis Palma. This is your team, Alan. You have went for Joe Hart, Alistair Johnson, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Liam Scales, Greg Taylor, Matt O'Reilly, Callum McGregor, Paulo Bernardo, Maeda, Kyogo, and Palma. And this is my team, lads. I'll just tell you now. I went for Scott Bain, Anthony Ralston,
Tommy Johnson,
Big Nat Phillips,
Tommy
Johnson, Rudy Blatter. No, this is my team here. So again, Ryan, I think me and you are probably thinking alike before we come on. So you've got Hart, Johnson, Vickers, Scales, Taylor, Holm, McGregor, O'Reilly, Maeda, Kyogo, and Palma. So, yeah, what do you think of the team, Ryan?
I think I can see Aaron's thing about Bernardo as well, because I actually thought he was maybe attacking player, but from what I've seen, he's actually quite tidy in the ball. So you could play him to try and keep the ball in the midfield and let maybe O'Reilly go forward and let McGregor sit and let him play in the middle. So, but for me, I think Home, he's been doing really well. His cameo roles off the bench, and he gives you a bit of dig defensively, but he also gives you that going forward. So, and again, he's got to play sometime. He's got to get a game sometime to prove that he's still in the manager's thoughts and he's still in, really to keep us thinking about him as well. I think he's really good. I think he's got attributes in his game that he's definitely going to be a player for the future. So for me, I think I'm only going with Home for a bit of dig as well, because I think they will put. I do feel that they will put it a bit as well. I do feel that again, if you're a betting person, betting woman, female, get more responsible. But I think there'll be a few cards tonight. Similar to the first game, they are quite physical and they do like to. Again, I think if we are doing well in the game, JP, and it gets to the latter stages, they'll get frustrated. And you'll see Simeone probably going off his rocker. So that's when sometimes they can get a bit frustrated. So I'm happy with Alex' team as well, and your team same as mine. I'm happy if Bernardo plays all Home. Wouldn't surprise me if he plays Awata for a bit of steel in the middle of the park. But I think for me, I think just Home. I think Home deserves to play, and that's me, mate. Aye.
Yeah, Alan, what was your thinking there behind Bernardo, mate? Just the fact that he started the last couple of games for us in the midfield, or just the fact that he played well against Athletico at Parkhead as well?
I think there's probably about 3 or 4 choices you could put in that midfield, and we wouldn't be shocked that one place. You're looking at Turnbull, Awata, Bernardo, or Home. I just thought Bernardo gives you a wee bit more kind of ball retention in the type of game that we might be facing tonight. That might be beneficial. It's a bit more industry about the midfield, where Home looks like that kind of guy that is looking for that kind of cutting edge pass, which might kind of suit us tonight. I wouldn't argue with any of the both of them starting. I just thought Bernardo come on and played the majority of the game against Athletico, and I thought he done exceedingly well, to be fair. Just my opinion, I thought he'll come in tonight. I think, but Brendan, he's been known to throw a wee curveball now and then, so
yeah,
there is a few players that could fill that position. So I guess we'll just need to wait and see. But Bernardo, I thought.
Yeah, I can see your thought process in that one, mate. I picked Home just for the sake of, I think he's the most similar to Hatate in that he accepts the ball in a half turn. He's very good in the turn, and he's good at the ball. His feet, he's a good technician. You look at his, he sets up big goal against St Mirren last week. Nice movement again at the weekend. A couple of nice wee passes between him and Palmer. So yeah, I thought he's got that in his game. He's got some good legs as well. He showed that at Ibrox when he came on as well, where he left a few people in the dust. And
Nice.
cracking set of puns, mate. Aye, going to say that cracking set of puns.
There was a few dusty seats and booze at the end of that game, wasn't
there was, mate. Aye, it was because of the legs, I know. He was unlucky. By the way, he was unlucky with a dig at Ibrox. I don't know if you remember him, right
Home,
right through. Yeah, he drove into the middle and he was unlucky. He just never got enough purchase on it. But yeah, that's my thought process behind that, I think. But I can also see where you're coming from, Alan, in terms of Bernardo. I think he's very good at ball retention. We still get to see where he's going to fit into the Celtic team longer term. Same with Home, but I do think the two of them look very, very promising. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of game we've got in our hands tonight, lads. As you see across the running bar, the game is at 8 p.m. tonight, folks. It's on TNT Sports. If anybody's having a go at it, just give Ryan's door a wee chat. He's getting all dodgy box.
I don't deal with illegal fire sticks.
Last time he had a fire stick before it was Guy Fawkes night.
Aye, one of the, what do you call them? What do you call these?
Sparkler.
Sparklers, aye.
Sparkler.
Aye, it was sparkling in some people's eyes at 10:30 last night, anyway.
You get 7.5 show, aye. two coming out his nostrils and one coming out his ear.
Get your sparklers out.
Tune in at 10:30,
Aye.
subscribe on the and you get a free bottle of Prosecco on arrival.
Free bottle of Prosecco if you get your sparklers out. Aye, lovely.
A packet of salt and vinegar, Golden Wonder.
And I bought a bleach if you don't like, but I'm offering.
It's not that, Alan. I bought a bleach for the night in case you're watching the game at 8 o'clock.
I will be after 10 minutes.
You stay tracks for might do Catherine wheels, mind. I think you put the fence and he's spun about.
Aye.
He's getting him spinning about. It's a stench on the night.
Right round.
No, I can see people's thoughts on Bernardo. Get comments coming in saying Bernardo has more experience in Europe and he's more suited to it. I can see people's.
Has Bernardo played a lot in Europe?
For Benfica's B team and stuff, they've got their own sort of Europe thing. And he plays quite regularly with Portugal's under 21s as well. I don't think he's played at first team level now.
I'll give it points saying 20 bands he's played a lot for Portugal, so
yeah.
I can get that as well.
Yeah.
James Forrest has played a lot in Europe.
He has. He actually that game that Ryan alluded to earlier on in Lazio, he scored one of the goals that night for us.
So's Greg Taylor, but
Shakhtar Karagandhi.
So's Greg Taylor.
Yep, Shakhtar Karagandhi. Yep, we've got a lot to thank James Forrest for through the years because he's been a big game player for us.
That Phillips good experience as well. He's on the bench.
Yeah, he's played in the Champions League finals and stuff like that as well. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I mean, you've got a lot of good experience on my side. You know, Harry Kewell won the Champions League with Liverpool.
Imagine him playing man fully fit for himself.
I know. I'm on one side, Palm on the other. Brilliant, man.
Brendan centre back. Big John Kennedy at the back.
I mean, Gavin Stratton just anchoring and letting McGregor roam forward a wee bit.
Big Stevie Bridge taking Joe Hart's place. Right?
Standing there with his laptop going like, move out to your left.
Aye.
Hello.
Matt, back stick, Matt, hurry up.
I'll be in Duffy Dreamland.
It's not a laptop now, it's a big iPad he's got now. But all in all, lads.
You seen that? You seen that wee picture we sent each other, hunting?
Can't put it on here, it's a family show.
No, it's a family show. And we're early in the day, we're too early in the day for that nonsense. But no, lads, cheers again.
I had a boner this morning, wasn't it?
Aye, the chocolate eclair. Lads, listen, it's been an absolute exceptional chat again. We're all looking for the same outcome tonight. We're all looking for the Celtic to get a good result. And we're all looking for a good performance off the hoops, you know, to give us all something to cling on to. And even if we don't, we'll still be proud of them because they are our team after all. This is, for me, this year's still building. And we'll probably, you know, get the January window and the summer window, so hopefully we can add to that and bring a wee bit more quality in to give the lads a help, that, you know, especially the lads in the final third in the midfield. But overall, lads, good chat. Everybody else, thank you very much for your comments and tuning in with us. It's been a privilege coming on and having a chat for you again this morning. Anyone that's tuning in for the first time, you probably not know, but most of you will. This podcast is proudly sponsored by AB Entertainment. It's a DJ and entertainment business. It's run by the AB, stands for a Mr. Alec Beveridge, and he's the owner of that company. As I said, guys, if you've got any functions coming up at all, any parties for any family members, friends, your workplace, anything at all, that's the best number to get Alec on. 07845 746 092. You can also hit Alec up on the WhatsApp through that number as well. He's on Facebook and Instagram also. So please look into that, folks, if you're looking for some good entertainment. Please look into 10:30 if you're looking for even better entertainment. With you, man, here on the top right of your screens. The Celtic Unrestricted View, I've also got some merchandise up for grabs. That's probably the last of it, lads. We've got these mugs here.
Who us?
And these key rings. Yeah, we have, Alan, yeah. A few mugs, mate.
I've been called worse.
Hello.
The mugs themselves are priced at £5. They are vinyl print, guys, okay? So, and the key rings are priced at £1.50. If anybody wants to get their hands in any of this merch, please give us a shout on the Facebook, the X, the Instagram, TikTok, any one of the above platforms. You can message the page, Celtic Unrestricted View. You can also message us on the community section of our YouTube channel. Just give us a wee message in there and we'll get something organised to you. Myself and Ryan have got access to most anyway, so we'll get back to you right away. Again, guys, I hope you're all well. I hope everyone, whatever you're doing tonight, if you're in Spain, you're watching us, I hope it's Team the Rain and
I hope the beer's caught. I hope the beer's warm.
I'm only kidding. I don't hope it's raining at all. I hope it's roasting, and I hope it's even hotter tonight when Celtic hopefully buy a couple in and give us something to really enjoy and a memorable night in Europe. I hope you all enjoy yourself, and I hope most of all you all stay safe and be good. So we will see you tomorrow. We'll be back probably tomorrow night. Barry Bannon's going to join us tomorrow night, and we might even open the floor to a question and answer. We will see how that flows tomorrow. See how I'm feeling. I feel like a hammer tonight. I might not even be on tomorrow myself. Because by that point, he's all, no, I've down Ryan's bleach.
That's the full thing, knackered, that.
That's the full thing gone, man. That's it.
This show was brought to you by Lanacare.
Aye, JP's not here, won't he? Play that message.
All right, JJ.
Howdy, JJ.
Right, my good man, Vic Vaughan.
Rosemary, I love you.
Yeah, and it'll be Wednesday night. Barry Bannon's going to join us, so it'll be Wednesday evening at 8:30. Tomorrow night, 8:30. We'll be dissecting all the post-match, what happens tonight, and anything else we decide to throw in tomorrow. That could be interesting as well, whatever you're thinking of it throwing in yourself. Maybe a chocolate eclair, a wee bag of Chris. Alan might end up with a comb or something to comb out absolute shenanigans here, Barnett.
I think I'll need a bit of comb and all, man. My hair's away and all, man.
Aye, no, definitely. I was going to say, but now that you've said it, mate, then fine. I'll let you.
I think 5 years' time I'll be in Turkey. I think we'd up to it.
Aye, right it yourself.
Sitting all there like Brad Pitt. Who's pounding us to?
Just next to Copenhagen in Norway.
He's like Callum at still game.
I apologise for Alan. He got that Celtic tap off Ali McCoy's when he won the Scottish Cup with Celtic.
Good mates, man. I scored well.
Aye, some man out there.
Aye, we Ali the gardener.
Aye, punch.
See if he's pounding me again.
Definitely.
No, he's not.
Hey,
Still game.
All the best, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hail.